Allah did not tell you to drink, not able to drink with just anyone who dares to drink without memory, and not to wise men who observe the measure, the unconditional right to drink. Someone who has believed in his own mind since his youth. He became, in pursuit of the truth, dry and gloomy, claiming to know life from childhood. Without becoming a grape, it turned into a raisin. The magic of love is devoid of chatter. Like cold coals, it is devoid of fire. And real love is burning hot. She is deprived of sleep and rest, night and day. Instead of gold and pearls with amber, we will choose another wealth for ourselves. Take off your clothes, cover your body with old clothes, but even in pathetic rags, stay king. For a worthy one, there are no worthy awards. I'm glad to lay down my stomach for a worthy one. Do you want to know if there are torments of hell? Living among the unworthy is the true hell. You asked yourself the question, what is a person, the image of God? But God ignored logic. He pulls him out of the abyss for a moment and throws him back into the abyss forever. In this world of fools, scoundrels, hucksters' ears, wise one, shut up, shut your mouth securely, close your eyelids tightly. At least think a little about the safety of the eyes, tongue, and ears. When you see the shards, don't trample on the shard. Look out. These are the former skull people. Bowls are molded from them, and then broken. Remember, mortal, your turn will come. You'll see me at your feet soon. You'll see a shadow somewhere near the fence. You'll see me in a pile of dust and rubbish. In the full glare of shame, you will see a shadow. If you want, drink, but don't lose your mind drunk. You're drunk, old man. Don't lose your sense of proportion. Beware of offending a noble drunk. Do not lose the friendship of the wise over a cup of wine. If you don't get into a prayer rage, but you will give the last piece to the poor. If you don't betray any of your friends, you'll go straight to heaven. If you give me a drink, life got off the hook and passed without a trace. Like a drunken night, it passed without hope. A life whose moment is equal to the universe. Like sand between your fingers, it passed unnoticed. Violence, malice, and revenge rule the world. What else is reliable on earth? Where are the happy people in an embittered world? If there are, they are easy to count on the fingers. Life is instantaneous, driven by the wind, gone by, like a cloud of smoke, she passed. Let me have a sip of grief without a sip of pleasure. I feel sorry for the life that has passed by. Beware of being captivated by a beauty, friend. Beauty and love are two sources of torment. For this beautiful kingdom is not eternal. It strikes the hearts and leaves the hands. Since your mind has not comprehended the eternal laws, it's ridiculous to worry about petty intrigues. Since God is always great in heaven, be calm and cheerful. Appreciate this moment. O sage, if this one or that one is a fool, he calls the midnight darkness dawn. Pretend to be a fool and don't argue with fools. Everyone who is not a fool is a free thinker and an enemy. Lord, I am tired of my poverty. I'm tired of hopes and desires' futility. Give me a new life if you are omnipotent. Maybe that one will be better than this one. If I had become the master of my destiny, I would have flipped through it all over again. And ruthlessly crossing out the mournful lines, I got the sky with my head for joy. Fools regard me as a wise man. God knows I'm not who they think I am. I know no more about myself in the world. Those fools who diligently read me. The leaves of the tree of life given to me. In the winter cold, they burn up in the spring fire. Drink the wine, don't grieve. Follow the wise advice. All the worries of the swamp are in sparkling wine. A lover can barely stand on his feet. Let his head buzz with hops. Only a sober person is consumed by worries. And to a drunk, after all, everything in the world is trying grass. I am often told, drink less wine. My beloved's face is guilty of this. I can't help but drink when she's with me. Pour wine into the glasses and sing a song to us, mixing your voice with the moaning of the nightingales. You can't drink without a song, because otherwise, wine it would be poured for us without a bubbling jug. The prohibition of wine is a law that takes into account that who drinks, when, and how much, and with whom. When all these reservations are met, drinking is a sign of wisdom, not a vice at all. How long will our prisoners be in the prison of the world? Who tells us to live with longing for 100 years or a day? So pour the wine into the glass until you yourself become pottery in the pottery workshop. Pour it even though you already look tired. More wine. It gives us life. Oh boy, hurry up. Our world is like a fairy tale, and your life, alas, runs tirelessly. Drink, for soon you will be turned to dust. I was driving a friend. Your long sleep will be without your wife. I'll whisper 2 words in your ear now. When a tulip has withered, it cannot bloom. All those who once noisily came here, and they went mad with the joys of the earth, sipped wine, then fell silent immediately, and they lay down in the bosom of eternal oblivion. I went to the potter. He was after a lump of a lump. He put the wet clay on his round machine. He sculpted necks and handles for vessels, from royal skulls and from shepherd's feet. Even if you have lived a life without severe torments, what's next? Let your life circle has closed. What's next? May you live 100 years blissfully, and 100 more years. Tell me, my friend, what's next? Our coming and going are mysterious. Their goals, all the wise men of the earth failed to comprehend. Where is the beginning of this circle? Where is the end? Where did we come from? Where will we leave? Even if you live 100, even if you live 1,000 years, I'll have to leave this world after all. Whether you are a padishah or a beggar in the bazaar, you have one price. There are no dignitaries for death. You've seen the world, but all you've seen is nothing. All that you have said and heard is nothing. The result is the same. Have you been at home all century, or the world has gone from end to end? Nothing. We will not find a shield from the arrows that throw death. She is equally cool with both the beggar and the king. To live with pleasure, live for pleasure, everything else, and believe me, it's just a fuss. Where the halls stood in the distant years, and a succession of sultans spent their days, there is now a turtle dove sitting among the ruins, and she cries plaintively, "Where? Where? Where?" I hurry to the pub every morning, accompanied by fellow revelers. If you want, Lord, to make friends with me with prayer, give me faith, holy giver of blessings. It is a joy to hold a jug of wine in my hand. I don't need to touch the sacred scrolls to her. I got wet from the wine. Not for me, the hypocrite is dry. Not for me, but for you, the flames of hell are dangerous. Don't measle us drunkards. Whenever the Lord would like, he would have sent down repentance to us. Don't brag that you don't drink. A lot is behind you, buddy. I know a lot worse things. The sheikh said to the harlot, "You are drunk every day, and every hour she is attracted to the network by others." To him, "You are right, but are you like that yourself? How do you seem to everyone?" She replied, "For always drinking and dancing drunkenly. For honoring the bowls, don't beat us up, you prude. We are in love with wine, and sweet lips are always at our service. We perform prayers over the edge of the bowl. We elevate our spirit with purple wine, hours that were spent in mosques to no avail. From now on, we decide to catch up in the pub. If only the potter had made a vessel for him, could he break it in irritation, despising his work? And how many slender legs, heads, and beautiful hands, lovingly made, Hearts are broken here. The firmament is cruel and the stingy with grace. So drink and sit on the throne of joy. Sin and obedience are equal before the Lord. Take everything you can take from life.